stop. What you are doing to your car's interior right now is shortening its lifespan by years. Yes, even if you believe you take good care of it, every time you step inside, an invisible process begins. Not in 10 years, not someday, now. Your steering wheel is slowly being eaten away by acids from your skin. Your dashboard is aging under ultraviolet radiation while you calmly drive to work. Your seats are drying out from the inside even though they still look fine. And the worst part? Most people only notice when it is too late. Two identical cars, same age, same mileage. One looks like a worn-out taxi after just 3 years, the leather cracked, the plastics faded, the buttons glossy from constant contact. The other still smells new, the stitching tight, the surfaces matte and rich, the cabin quiet and composed. The difference is not luck. It is a method that has been quietly practiced in Japan for decades. Today, I am going to show you exactly how they keep interiors looking factory fresh for years. If you ignore step 3, you are accelerating interior aging every single day without realizing it. The moment you close your car door, you create a sealed environment. Heat builds, moisture lingers, oils remain trapped on surfaces. Dust circulates in a confined space. Your cabin is not just an interior, it is a microclimate. In Japan, professional detailers understand this deeply. They treat the cabin as a controlled environment that must be protected from internal and external stress. The interior is not a disposable space, it is a preserved environment. Every time you enter the vehicle, you bring contamination with you. Skin oils from your hands, salt from sweat, microscopic dirt from pavement, airborne pollutants from traffic, fine fibers from your clothing. These elements bond to surfaces. They react with heat. They accelerate oxidation and material fatigue. Because the damage is slow, you never notice the exact moment it begins. There is no dramatic failure, just gradual aging. The Japanese method begins with awareness. You are not simply cleaning dirt. You are preventing chemical degradation. Most people believe their interior wears out because it gets dirty. That is only part of the story. The real enemy is ultraviolet radiation and extreme heat. When sunlight passes through your windshield, it creates a greenhouse effect. Interior temperatures can rise to levels that weaken adhesives and dry out leather in a single afternoon. Plastic dashboards oxidize. Leather loses moisture, rubber seals harden, foam beneath upholstery becomes brittle. Prevention always comes before repair. Strategic parking is the first line of defense. Shade whenever possible, even partial shade, can significantly lower cabin temperature and reduce ultraviolet exposure. High-quality reflective sunshades are not optional accessories. They are protective barriers. They slow down material breakdown before it becomes visible. Ultraviolet protective coatings applied to dashboards, door panels, and leather surfaces act like invisible armor. They block radiation before it penetrates the material and begins internal damage. Most owners wait until fading appears. By that point, the process is already advanced. Now we come to the step that most people ignore, the habit that quietly determines whether your interior looks tired after 3 years or still fresh after 10. The 60-second reset. Before you exit your vehicle at the end of the day, take a soft microfiber cloth and wipe the steering wheel, shift knob, touchscreen, and door handles. That is all. Why is this so powerful? Because skin oils are acidic. Under heat, they break down protective coatings. They create glossy patches on matte finishes. They weaken the top layers of leather. Those shiny spots you see on older steering wheels are not signs of care. They are signs of chemical wear. By removing oils daily, you stop long-term buildup before it bonds permanently to the surface. 60 seconds. Most people spend more time adjusting their playlist, yet this single discipline can preserve the look and texture of your interior for years. Please subscribe to our channel. We want to hit 1,000 subscribers this week. When it is time for a deeper cleaning, the order matters more than the brand of product you use. Always begin with dry removal. Vacuum thoroughly before introducing any liquid. Dirt combined with moisture becomes an abrasive paste. That paste scratches soft plastics and damages leather coatings. Slow, methodical passes are essential. Rushing reduces effectiveness. Next comes agitation. Use soft detailing brushes for vents, stitching, seams, and tight areas. The objective is to lift debris out, not push it deeper into the material. Then use controlled moisture. Lightly dampened microfiber towels paired with pH-balanced cleaners are sufficient. Never saturate surfaces. Excess water can seep into seams and weaken adhesives beneath trim panels. Finally, protect. Leather benefits from a light conditioner that restores flexibility without leaving residue. Plastics require matte, UV protection, not glossy silicone dressing. High shine may look dramatic under sunlight, but it attracts dust and accelerates long-term deterioration. The Japanese aesthetic favors a natural finish. Clean, subtle, factory correct. If it looks overly shiny, it is likely masking future damage. Fabric interiors demand equal discipline. Cloth traps microscopic dust, pollen, and moisture. Over time, this results in odor and discoloration. Frequent vacuuming with slow overlapping passes is far more effective than occasional aggressive cleaning. When deeper cleaning is necessary, low moisture extraction methods are preferred. Over-soaking carpets can create hidden mold beneath the surface, especially in warm environments. AIR quality also plays a critical role. Cabin air filters should be replaced more frequently if you drive in urban or dusty conditions. A truly preserved interior smells neutral and fresh without artificial fragrance. If you need strong scents to hide odors, degradation has already begun. There is one final principle that separates preserved interiors from worn ones. Zero clutter. Loose objects sliding across seats stretch stitching. Items in door pockets rub against panels. Keys left on dashboards create permanent scratches. Every object becomes a potential source of friction. Minimalism inside the cabin is not about appearance. It is about protection. Only essential items remain in the vehicle. Everything else leaves with you. Fewer objects mean fewer impact points, fewer vibrations, fewer surfaces exposed to abrasion. A controlled environment remains controlled because it is not constantly disturbed. A showroom interior is not maintained by expensive products alone. It is preserved by small repeated actions. Control heat and ultraviolet exposure. Perform the 60-second reset daily. Clean in the correct order. Protect materials before visible fading begins. Eliminate clutter. These habits take minutes, but repeated daily, weekly, monthly, they compound into years of preservation. While others accept cracked dashboards and glossy worn steering wheels as normal aging, you will understand the truth. Wear is not inevitable. Neglect is. The difference between an interior that feels exhausted after 3 years and one that still feels new after a decade comes down to discipline that most people ignore. Treat your cabin like a controlled environment. Remove contamination before it bonds. Protect surfaces before they fade. Respect the materials that surround you every time you drive. And when someone steps inside your car years from now and asks how it still looks brand new, you will know the answer. It was never luck. It was method. Please subscribe to our channel. We want to hit 1,000 subscribers this week.